At first light, before most of the world stirs, a quiet workforce awakens. Tiny wings begin to hum. A colony comes alive. They're ancient, organized, essential. And without them, life as we know it would begin to unravel. This is the story of the honeybee. Winter exhales its final shimmering breath. Snow, once sovereign and unyielding, begins to soften, its edges surrendering to a gentler sun. What was crisp and white turns translucent, then fleeting. Droplets gather, hesitate, and fall, whispering into the earth below. The frozen world loosens its grip, and beneath it, something stirs. The ground, long silenced, begins to speak again. Tiny green shoots press upward through the thawing soil, fragile, yet determined. Petals unfurl like quiet declarations, first tentative, then bold. Crocuses, daffodils, and wild blossoms paint the landscape in strokes of color, as if the earth itself is remembering how to dream. And with that awakening comes a hum. Low at first, almost imperceptible. The rising, alive, purposeful. Honeybees emerge from their winter stillness, their clustered patience, giving way to motion. Wings quiver, then beat in unison, carrying them out into the widening world. They move from bloom to bloom, architects of renewal, gathering nectar and pollen, weaving life from the offerings of spring. The air warms, the light lingers, and everywhere in the soil and sky alike, life resumes. Tiny gatherers in a vast blooming world. They move from flower to flower, guided by color, scent, and memory. From deep within each blossom, they draw nectar, a sweet liquid promise, sipping it into a specialized stomach where it all will begin its transformation into honey. At the same time, their bodies brush against golden dust. Pollen clings to their fine hairs, gathered and packed onto their hind legs in small sunlit bundles. Each journey is precise and intentional. Each return a contribution to something greater. Back at the hive, nectar is passed from bee to bee, enriched and stored, becoming the energy that fuels the colony through seasons of abundance and scarcity alike. Pollen rich in proteins and nutrients is carefully preserved and fed to the young, nurturing the next generation of workers, builders, and foragers. But their work reaches far beyond the hive. As bees travel between blossoms, they carry pollen with them, weaving an invisible thread between plants. In doing so, they enable fertilization, allowing flowers to become fruit, seeds, and new life. Entire landscapes depend on this quiet exchange. In every drop of nectar gathered, in every grain of pollen carried, the honeybee sustains not only its colony, but the living world around it. Water is the quiet lifeblood of a honeybee colony, often unseen yet essential to its survival. Worker bees gather it with care, bringing droplets back to the hive where it serves many purposes. It softens crystallized honey, transforms pollen into nourishing bee bread, and helps feed developing young. Without water, the colony cannot sustain its next generation. At the center of the hive is the queen, mother to all who reside within the hive, whose only job is to lay eggs. She lays upwards of 2,000 eggs a day. After approximately 3 days, the eggs hatch into a larva. At around day 9, she will go through one more change, into the pupa stage, where then she will be capped by a thin layer of wax, and on day 21, she will emerge as an adult honeybee. In early spring, out of nowhere, chaos erupts. On a warm day when the hive grows crowded, thousands of bees pour into the air. Swirling golden cloud, they gather nearby, forming a dense cluster that hangs like a living ornament, shimmering with quiet motion. At its center rests the queen, the future of the colony, held in a single protected heart. From this cluster, scout bees venture out in search of a new home. They return and share their findings through precise dancing movements. Until the colony reaches a decision. Then, as one, the swarm lifts off again, rising, drifting, and moving forward together. It is not an end, but a beginning. A colony dividing to create new life, guided by instinct, unity, and purpose. And sometimes, a beekeeper like myself will be lucky and be able to intervene and give the colony a nice new home. The goal? Capture the queen. Capture the colony. Where she goes, they go. Drawn by her strong pheromones, they will follow her to the end. Success. In a rare instance, the queen is spotted, running along the top of the frames. From the first thaw of spring to the final golden light of autumn, honeybees move quietly through the world carrying far more than nectar upon their wings. They are pollinators, architects, caretakers, and unseen partners in the rhythm of life itself. Every blossom visited is another thread woven in the fabric of forests, farms, gardens, and wild meadows. Nearly every landscape touched by bees becomes richer with life. Fruits swell on branches, vegetables flourish in fields, and wildflowers scatter color across the countryside, because these tiny workers continue an ancient task, millions of years in the making. Without them, ecosystems weaken, harvests diminish, and the balance between nature and humanity begins to fade. Yet, the importance of honeybees reaches beyond food alone. They remind us that survival is often built upon cooperation, sacrifice, and purpose. A colony thrives not through the strength of one bee, but through the unity of thousands working together for something greater than themselves. And their endless labor is a reflection of nature's delicate interconnectedness. A world where even the smallest creature can shape the future of all living things. And so as the hum of the hive softens with the setting sun, the story of the honeybee becomes more than a story about an insect. It becomes a story about life itself, fragile, interconnected, and profoundly worth protecting.